There it is. Wow, dude, my hair is extra fucked today. Super fuckered. Cool. Let's do video games. You guys ready? We left out on a pretty fucking crazy note last time. So who knows? Who knows where things will take us now? I wonder. Reading through his like diary while he's standing right there. Fuck, I'm dying. I thought I was dead or no, we'll thank him. We'll thank him. Oh, well, hello there, Mr. Token. Well, hi. Well, hey. We're playing more of this today. Fuck, I'm dying. A stream on a Wednesday? I know. It's crazy. It's because I'm going out of town. So I'm not going to be able to get on for a while. Going out of town kind of soon. Thank you for keeping this thing alive for a little longer. I missed so many streams that I was positive you'd be done. Not quite. We had some crazy ass shit go down, but we're not quite done yet. Gonna beat the game tonight? Maybe. Maybe. Ooh, she left a note. Ooh, also we didn't look at that. Can we not go out that way? Oh. Oh, this too, the window's fixed. What a doll. Shining in the morning light. No, we'll see. We'll see how the game goes. It's already kind of late. And I have a pretty busy day tomorrow. But, mayhaps. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. Oh shit, can I not run anymore? What is it? Give it to me. Oh shit. Podcast isn't too far off. I know. Oh, you can still run? PP, yes. PP. Seems she left in a hurry. She's in a rush, not panicked. Ooh. What could this gift be? Ooh. No game sound. Fuck, thank you. Whoops.
Just don't walk into another radio trap, okay?
I made a whoopsies. Another radio.
Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
I don't know, man. Maybe. Fuck. I have maybe 2 or 3 more hours of gameplay. Missed Kim's good line. I know, I'm sorry. Is this the gift? Oh shit. This is where the shot came from. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Glossier. Alright, thank you for the gift. I guess.
Yes?
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming that's like the bullet trajectory. But
You see the same 2 neon lit.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Right.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth. It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles. From a point beyond the roof. B triple prime. The island in the bay.
See, I wish we could have gone there sooner. Is she trying to tell us the shot came from the islet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the threat seems to point.
There are ruins on that islet, a sunken sea fort. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer.
I remember.
What's Friday? I don't know. How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof,
Token's gonna
staring
bail.
at the glass.
Wow.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
I just don't know.
Indeed. Neither do I.
This is the only point of origin that we haven't ruled out yet.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
You seem unenthusiastic, Kimmy.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
Kimmy.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Maybe we need to go to the island?
The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water. There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
I remember an anti-aircraft gun, or the ruins of one, on the island, from the coin-operated viewer.
Could be the makings of a sniper's nest.
Ooh.
Why not? Military fortifications are made for that kind of thing.
I'm definitely gonna go. Why would I not go? Kim, let's go to the fucking island.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had her sloop, but she's gone.
Lillian, the net picker, she's tarring her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Ooh, he sounded kind of excited for that. Don't you kid with me like that. You're breaking my heart here. You're breaking my heart. Ugh! I'm pretty sure I've already had a Flintstone vitamin today. Otherwise, I would eat one now. I guess I can't look through Kim's notes. He was in a hurry to get me away from there. Maybe there's some notes about like how he likes me, how he thinks I am cute. You've been sick. You sounded kind of hoarse on the pod. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't think I've been sick, but I've kind of lost my voice. Oh my god, are these the only two left?
Seeing you approach, the bruised man clenches his fists.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Huh? What?
Too much clipping? Maybe.
Our condolences for your losses.
Any idea what happened to Clausier?
Damn songbird of misery, that one.
And do you have any information on
where
the
did she go?
songbird of misery?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight.
Before the firefight.
That's all.
Ooh.
Trying to remember if there was anything. Oh, yeah. He said she seemed to be in a real hurry.
Shocking.
She's gone. Face it.
Is he okay?
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His unshaven face is almost
reeks of
grey,
piss?
and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze. While still alive, he has abandoned his own body to decomposition.
How badly was he hurt?
He wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo, Dennis, Angie, they're all gone. But he got away without a scratch.
There's nothing left. Nothing.
He has lost the will to live.
That's so sad.
It's survivor's guilt. He feels like he should have died with the others. He may kill himself if he doesn't find a new purpose, or else go on in this way. Not dead, but
Shit
not
is
really
tough, but
living
you-
either.
Shit is tough, but you need to get off your ass and finish this.
What?
Cornell, Wild Pines, all the people responsible for the deaths of your friends. You're just gonna leave it like that?
Sons of bitches.
Was this really the best idea? I guess you may have prolonged his existence a bit,
Yeah.
if he can still remember this when he sobers up.
That was my goal.
If you think this will keep him from offing himself, I'll make sure to remind him. So far, I've just been pouring whiskey in him to keep him sedated.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys now that Titus is dead?
Titus.
Oh,
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy Boys.
Hello, Alto. You two are just gonna go back to hauling containers in the harbor?
No, man. I don't know. I guess the union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
Didn't Titus have a brother, Tibbs?
Tiberius, he don't want to get mixed up in our shit. Titus has been buttering him for years on account of all this being fun as fuck. But he's got his window fitting business, a wife with 2 kids, and a 3rd one on the way. No way he's gonna leave all that.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you. Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
What if I just didn't go in? What if I didn't intervene? Would more
That's
people
kind
die?
of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You
There's
take
so
care
many
of yours.
options in this game, and I feel like they changed the
A sharp
options
pain
of a lot of
shoots up
shit.
your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
Alright, go to the island. Call your station. Maybe I can try and sing karaoke now. This stream is chill as fuck. Oh, man, thank you.
you're right.
We're chilling.
It's
We're all
good to
hanging
see
out.
you back on your feet. Did you
You-
like your room?
You didn't have that
I
conversation
cleaned it
with
for
them?
you.
And yeah, I think that was an option. Wait, did more people die for you? I did, thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this
less people
establishment
died?
and its clientele from
bloody
gunfire.
fucking
Defended maybe putting it a bit
least different
generously,
people?
though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths. Then I crawled inside.
Oh,
Bullets
fuck
started
off.
flying. Anyway, I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now.
Whoa.
This establishment supports cops.
Titus
The
was still
stay is
alive?
free,
What?
the drinks are not.
Titus lives for
Just
you?
felt I needed to specify that.
Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to
Dead.
stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here.
I
and
don't remember sunglasses.
Many people
guy
wear
either,
sunglasses
honestly.
inside lately. Must be a fad.
Okay, so I have to mention when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a badass.
Yeah, I guess you are a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
Gart's kind of a badass.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself. Stepping onto that balcony.
All right, thanks.
No problem.
Gart, I
They'll
need to
come
sing
back.
karaoke now.
They all... No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
This is a way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say sorry.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good.
Yeah, but Johnny Law's about to tear it up sad style.
The whirling doesn't need more sad style.
Please.
That's one of the
It's not
styles
the right
it can
time
do without
yet.
right now.
Why do you even have a PA system if no one's going to use it?
It's for the... It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not
Shut the guy
letting
before
anyone
shouting
use
at
it
the
after the
machine.
great
Neither am I gonna
karaoke
sit around and let other
catastrophe
people
of
die.
44.
I was hoping they wouldn't shoot. What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some asshole wanted to sing karaoke.
What? It's not a prop. It's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright. I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown.
I'm gonna sing for
Hard.
nobody.
Fine, fine.
Yes.
Climb on that stage
I
and
should have
do
done
your
this
thing.
earlier. Now
Just
nobody's
get
gonna be
out
able to
of
hear
my
me
hair.
sing.
I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Time to do the damage. Oh, finally! Yes!
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak
Can
under
ask
your
people what they
feet.
thought if they're still around. Fuck.
You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
At least Kim will hear. That's all that matters.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Against the microphone. Alright, let's get our drama on. Alright. Drama. Ooh, drama. I'm gonna tear this shit up. I hope you guys are fucking ready for the most incredible negative drama karaoke you've ever heard in your life. This is drama. Ooh, fuck, I'm ready, dude. Negative drama. Drama. I'll put on some boots just to look nice. Is that really all we have in terms of drama? I think we look good. I'm gonna put on my party clothes, gets completely naked.
The stage is, you feel.
So, are you ready for your
Bro,
thing now?
done. Look,
Let me
Kim,
know
I'm
when
gonna
I
sing
should turn on the
karaoke.
karaoke carousel.
I can see that.
It's still early here. Faint daylight. Someone's making coffee in the kitchen. But aside from that, no
I should
one's
wait till
really
the
around
evening?
yet. It would be a much better idea to perform in the evening, no? Yes, you could always do it in the evening. It will be less scary with a lot of people. Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur.
They don't call
How
it
are you
birthday suit for
supposed to
nothing.
hold the mic?
Fucking party.
Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand?
That's an interesting mic, honestly.
Hands. Where do you put your hands?
The hand conundrum, too close to the mic. Oh, I fucked this up. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have touched the mic with my mouth. We'll come back here.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Actually, no,
Goodbye,
we're doing
Gendarme.
it now. We're gonna do it now. Because I don't know if some other fuck shit is gonna happen when we go to the island. No, we're gonna go to the island, and then we'll come back and we'll do karaoke. So indecisive. Fuck! Oh! This is fine. Everything is fine. Is there gonna be like blood everywhere out here? Oh, cool. What does this say? Why am I walking through it?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil.
Oh man.
This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it. Yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
I smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Oh my god.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
What are you trying to imply, Fingers?
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's better.
Why would I do that? Do you still have that fucking sandwich, my dude? I need a sandwich.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
Oh my god.
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee?
The prick is gone. I can
Gone
barely
where?
believe it. But he's really gone.
Dude, the world is so dead now.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled
Gone.
face.
Gone where?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent.
What? Was he killed during the mercenary tribunal?
Oh, he would have liked that. Violent lives ending violently. That's how he wanted to go. Sadly,
He
it was not the
died.
case.
How did he die exactly?
His hungry little heart finally
Oh my
gave
God.
out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even
Well,
supposed to be
fuck.
working for another
Everybody
week, but
died.
He just had to prove how tough he is.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts?
Guess He was about to head home. Cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there?
No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol.
Fuck, I fucking hope not,
Nothing
dude.
you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He has doubts. But right now, he just wants to move on and not think about
Fuck,
it.
dude, really? Was he really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand
Would he have
to
not
be
died
around
had I
him
not, like, talked
were
about his
Jenny
job?
and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and
It didn't. I didn't talk to him at work, and this still happens. Okay.
and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the more
This is too sad. I can't fucking do this.
in Guillaume's time, I took them for myself.
Aww.
Took them to remember. Let me see. This was 60 years. I'm sorry, officer.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
I offer my sincere condolences.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
Fuck.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone.
Despite their differences, these men played such a significant part in each other's lives that now that one of them is gone, the other feels just lost.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Did I not ask him about these? Too bad Renee's gone. I was hoping to ask him about Maybells.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist.
Of course he didn't.
Wait,
Flowers are
Insulindian
for
lilies.
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and
Game gets
crests,
so heavy, I
and
see it
all that
further
other
in.
stuff he loved so
Dude, does
much.
it get worse? Please tell me it doesn't get worse. Why didn't he like them?
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. They called them the Bells of Revolution. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
I want to go over a few more things about Renee, if that's okay.
Yes,
And by that, I mean...
what a...
Yes.
It
goodbye.
is...
Despite their...
I just don't know it.
Bye for now. Wow, this is fucking sad. I wonder if, like, these guys are still up here striking. Oh, no, that's not what I'm saying. Oh, it doesn't get heavier from here? Wow, manana. Whoa, they put up all these banners are new, right?
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Danger comes with the boyadero lifestyle, right?
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife.
To
Not
tell your husband
bullets.
I shoot out a dead guy.
It calls
Oh,
back to
yeah.
an older era
And
where
then
this was commonplace,
fucking
though.
suicide.
You have a true boyadero heart.
Blah. Right. So where is everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend.
Oh, shit.
No getting in or out for the time being.
You can't help me get inside?
No, man. Not today. Today is war.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
What's gonna happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Evrak you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
What will you be doing now?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that red I am.
Hello, Hada. How's it going? You didn't get your gun. That's pretty sad too.
Don't worry about me. I live
Oh,
to
that's
alleviate
true.
the
I
worries
guess
of our
it's too late
brothers.
to get the gun now.
See if any insane killers
well.
turn up. Then I'll run. And
Try not
live.
to get shot, eh?
I'm sure I'll be lucky.
I wonder if like they're still up here. It doesn't look like it. Haha! I've been waiting all that time for $1.10. Wait, why is this still green like that? Like there's something else in there. It's missed last drink. No worries at all. It was fucking sad and really intense. And we got some shit going on now. We got on top of this thing. That was fucking crazy. Everybody's dead now. This is new for you. A lot has occurred. It's been a wild ride. Wait, what the fuck? Why is that here? Why are you still selling shit?
Wow!
Wow, what?
A cop limping down the street, bleeding from the shoulder, face bruised, looking like hell? You know what that is? Cool! That's cool!
Oh my god. Is this just me now?
You keep coming.
If he really was.
Fuck. I guess I'm an angel now. Oh, I can't run. Okay, here we go. Dude, fuck. What a depressing day. Yesterday sucked. Alright, I guess we're going to the island now. Did you guys hear about the crazy fucking shootout right across the way?
Officer, what happened? You're wounded. Why are you wounded? You look terrible.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
I got shot. Well, you seem angry. Why?
Look at you. You can barely walk.
You did what? You did what, Token? It's nothing.
Doesn't look like nothing. Looks like you've got banged up real good. What happened to you anyway? We heard gunshots from the town. They were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
I have a question for you. I'm not
Of
gonna freak
course.
her out.
Can I help you with something?
We need to get to the island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back.
Yay!
And no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either.
That's so nice of her.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
You got more charismatic than nude.
Aye.
What? Ah! Oh my god. That scared me! What's up, buddy? Hello, Raiders. I hope everybody's doing well. Hello, hello. We're playing this game. It's very sad now. Thank you. We'll use your skiff to get there then.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you?
Oh, is there
Just
fuel?
filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Alright, where's this boat? Woo! Baby, we're going on a joyride.
A skiff with a small steering engine
Look,
in the
they're
back
fish.
floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty.
It was my... Wait! Was today your birthday? Happy rate
The
music
boat's
for a sad
belly
game.
is a shiny
Yeah, I'm
yellow
trying to
color,
offset it some.
industrial paint.
Today
over
was your
fresh
birthday?
tile. You see it reflects off the water.
I remember
along
you
with
told
the
me last
factory
time.
number, A72.
June 16th, whoa, happy birthday! Yay! Wait, how old are you?
Once you get in, that's
I'm
it.
21 eternally.
One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange
hooked
trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts?
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna fucking die.
Remember what the nitpicker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Back and forth. Oh, we just go the one time. I'm not 36! Token lie! You take the engine cam, I'll hold the boombox.
What? Fine, why not?
Aw, birthday gift itself. Thank you, Foot.
Very cool. Now tune it to Sad FM. You know you want to.
Oh, we going. See, yeah, I'm super young. I'm 21. Eternally 20. This is me. This is actually also how I boat. Aha! Onward! To the island, Kim! Oh, damn. I am not 35, Token. You're a big liar. Oh, pulled out the boombox? Yeah. Oh, we're so sad, Kim and I. We're just a bunch of sad saps. We're just cruising. 31 plus or minus 10 years? Exactly, except definitely minus 10 years. Yeah, this is a good song. If you didn't do the boombox, does it still play the song? Wow. The karaoke one is good too. Oh, did you do the boombox as well? I came in on sad vibes. I kind of feel like the rest of this game is gonna be sad as fuck. Because toward the end of last stream, shit got real fucking sad and went real sideways. Kim, why are you driving so slow? Good timing. I forgot what I've asked. Is that an oil spill? What is that? Oh, this is a bigger island than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like super tiny. We definitely could have just swam right there. Just swam over the other day. In the frigid water. I guess it is pretty cool, doesn't it?
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings.
Whales.
A flock of quails takes off in the distance. Let's go.
I love Kim so much. Need to put on your swimming clothes. Yeah, aka nothing. Skinny dipping.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
This leads to the depot in Land's End.
Ah, yes. So it seems.
What do you think it was used for?
For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain.
As a defensive measure, locking off that side
Point and click
of the
adventure
bay.
game? It is, and it is fucking phenomenal. I cannot recommend it enough. I love this game. Lock it from whom?
From enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
Yeah, this game is excellent. Oh, is this as far as I can go? I came over here? Okay. Touching my soul. Dude, this game gets pretty fucking morbid too. I'm kind of shocked by like the emotions it's been able to elicit from me. What is that? Inflammable. What is this sound?
The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds' wings touch the still surface of the sea.
I don't think I've heard that.
The flock of quail departs. Now more than 100 meters away, 102, 105. On the islet, there is almost no wind, just the light movement of air through the reeds. Bulrushes swaying on the waterline, long dried leaves chafing against each other, like a silent orchestra, a silent hit. The far away, a low hum, air flows out cold Mama Dakwa.
Huh? Cold Mama Dakwa! She here!
We are way out now, way out in the west.
Cold Mama Dakwa.
No, it's just your imagination. You can't hear such things.
I heard. Cold Mama Dakwa was the fucking sniper, dude! Kim?
Yes?
Have you noticed how quiet it is?
I have. Is that why we're stopping?
Mm-hmm. Wait, I have to listen to one more thing.
The lieutenant nods in silence.
And by that I mean nothing. I'm listening to nothing. Getting hyped for the cryptid. Dude, if we saw the cold Mama Dakwa, I would shit myself. Oh, I'm bleeding actively? Get over there to look at that? Oh.
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
Kim, what is the ICM?
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army, the black and white army of the revolution.
Sounds an awful lot like
RCM. It sounds like RCM, Revolutionary Citizens Militia.
It does.
Why?
The RCM may descend from the ICM.
May?
It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
A white star?
No, an upside-down star.
Oh, yeah.
with its horns in the sky, the symbol of the commune.
Are those Specs stars too?
No, that's the uninhabited archipelago.
A DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the face in
what
the
up,
sea.
baby? Looks old. What is this still doing here?
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened here, Lieutenant Gefreiter. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this. Old bullets, guns, fuel.
Interesting. Fucking balls. How do I get down here? I guess I just can't right now. Maybe we'll have to go around. Go out that way, maybe? Ooh, this has got to be the sniper's nest. I kind of sucks we couldn't see this earlier. Just teleport again? I fucking wish. How cool would that be? Whoa, there's so much shit in here. Oh, whoa. This is where the person was, the sniper. Fuck yeah, cool scarf. Fuck yeah, cool shirt. You better believe I'm putting that on right now and taking off everything else. Where's my new shirt? God damn, I look cool. Oh my god.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover
Is that
books.
a gun?
White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How recently?
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as
Ooh,
molasses,
I'm hurting.
no longer able to hear yourself speak.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
No time to rest now.
Yes, anytime. If you need a rest later, it's okay by me.
Yeah, me. It's a rangefinder or something. I think the game called it a
You
spotter.
don't have to be a hero.
I am a hero.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard.
I'm so
They are
stoked to
not
see who killed
particularly
this fucking
well
guy, dude.
organized. Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures, among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories. You find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Does anything conceptualization?
Not that you can. You do feel.
We can do some conceptualization. We have like this and this. Those are my only two conceptualization things, I think. Right? Fairly certain. Wow, we look nice.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories. Animal Adventures, a magazine for electrical engineering. Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory. That is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly like reading.
Super moralist. Look, Kim, a book, left wing. I have no comments, do you?
Ouzia. Humanitarian sciences. Stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around in Ravachol West anymore.
Wasn't there some in the communist students' room?
A student in the apartment building seemed to have some as well.
Well, yes. That one student did.
The little books seem inconsequential next to the big pile of frivolous entertainment covering them.
Critical theory books, what do you think this means?
Whoever has lived here, they have some education and a certain set of interests.
Interesting. I look kind of nice dressed like this.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
This sounds sus, like a Ruby thing.
Oh, wait, haven't you heard this before?
Where do these wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere?
What kind of generator is this?
Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout.
Mazout. Oh, that's what it
The kind that's
smelled like
favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter.
The lieutenant pauses. Something seems to be pecking at the edge of his concentration. He gives you a sideways look before adding,
long and cold.
There's no time to dwell on this moment. You've got to keep moving.
What does this mean, a generator here?
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
That is his idea of a joke.
I meant, why is it here?
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room warm.
The wind outside picks up suddenly with a faint howl. Inside, it's warm. A hollow ring. The canister is empty.
Interesting. All right, come on, Kimmy. Let's run. I'm bleeding. Let's run. It's gonna be great and fun.
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one. A heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
How do we open this?
Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
Boo.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
You're right. We opened the big one. Do you see controls anywhere?
I think there's a console just southeast. Let's look around. Getting the blast door open seems like the best plan.
Console southeast. What's on the other side?
Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable.
Okay. What is this, like, whole control panel business? I didn't see a control panel.
This old...
Was it this thing down here? How do we get to that? Oh, can you go under the little bridge? Oh, you can. Cool. Wait, before we do that, let's look at this. Secret? What is this? Exit? Hmm? Oh, it's raining. A firing slit. Where's the cryptid? Where's the Koldu Momadakwa?
A strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea, leave it all, and walk in.
No. I don't wanna. I feel like we're gonna uncover some pretty crazy secrets. Maybe I'll run a D&D campaign in this setting. That's a great idea. That's what this started as, is D&D.
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures, firing slits like two eyes in the wall.
B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts. The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Moteri.
Someone's been smoking Tio Moteri cigarettes.
The smoker's a clean person. I didn't see any signs of smoking inside. Keeps it tidy. Prefers to come out here to smoke.
Oh.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain. The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. Trepidation, a tingling feeling in your stomach. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water. The ruins look familiar.
You might be able to find
a
out.
Towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Gislain, 33A and 33B. The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the whirling in rags. Rue de Saint-Gislain.
It's going well.
The doomed commercial area.
I'm interested to see if I can finish this game today.
The box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop. Sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
There's actual gunplay in this game? No. It's like you're doing investigative work. Because there was a gun fired. There it is.
Do you have a line of sight to the window?
More than that.
Kim, with a pair of binoculars, I'd be able to see inside the room.
A pair of binoculars? Or a scope of a rifle? You'd be prone, lying on a mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure.
Cheek against a cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day like this.
Kim, I could make it. I could make the shot.
Good. I think we have it, detective.
Ooh.
The origin of the shot. This
Yay!
is the sniper's nest.
Wait, can you actually shoot? No. There is another point in the game where you can choose to shoot. Well, there's a couple points in the game where you can choose to shoot.
Affirmative.
Why didn't we come here before? Exactly.
Why? We don't go everywhere in a 1,000-meter radius of the crime scene. That's not procedure.
6 people are dead. We could have prevented it.
Don't beat yourself up, officer. We did not
That's
put guns
exactly
in
what
their
I was
hands
fucking thinking,
or get them
though.
drunk.
The lieutenant pauses. Regret comes over him.
Could have done it.
We will make up for it. Here. I feel it.
Could the shooter still be here?
Where?
In Martinez.
I have always assumed it's someone local.
He feels uncomfortable suddenly.
We should move now.
Oh fuck, why? Oh my god. Is this money? Oh, thank you. Well, that's gonna be helpful. We can heal ourselves. Okay, oh, what is this? Someone's watching? Oh, fuck! Shit! Get inside, Kim! I'm fucking scared. Where's this control panel? Oh, oh, this, oh, that's right. Wait, no. Okay.
Green paint flicks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard. The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
What is this then?
The console of an anti-computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out. They terminate here.
Could this open the blast door?
Possibly. Urgence, ouvert, allumé, radiodiffusé. It sounds like this device was used to control the electronics here. Maybe it still does.
Book was supposed to come out end of last year. Probably COVID.
This
held it
device
back.
was used to control the electronics in the room. It could open doors, control lights, function as a radio computer.
We need to restore power before using
Shit.
this, officer. The generator, it didn't look like there was fuel in it. We should look around outside.
I think I found
There are
fuel in it.
barrels all over.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them still has something in it.
The boat engine.
Oh. Okay.
The console looks on as
Alright, we have to put fuel in this. God, we're running all over the fucking place. Jesus. La la la. Ow. Ow. These are barrels, yeah? And then here, barrel. Do we have to get it from the boat?
the skiff is swaying.
Is that not what we have here? Don't we already have a barrel? There's still some fuel. Okay, oops. Okay, this is good. We can use that. Oh boy, I'm excited. I'm excited. I legitimately am. I want to find out. Already might be out already, but not translated to English. Oh, what language is it in?
This old cylindrical generator. The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell.
Caca.
There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch. The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
Fuck yeah, Kimmy. We're such a killer team. We're so great. Cute. We're both so adorable. I love us. I love this kid.
A dim golden glow animates.
It's on. Turn emergency open.
Automatic boot. The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
Dude, who is the fucking killer? I literally have no idea. Estonian? Okay. Do you think they're still on the island?
A sudden wave of anxiety makes your skin crawl.
Why?
After you.
Before, outside when we were walking across the sand, I felt someone watching me.
So did I. Not back there, but I felt it since we came here.
What's there?
I don't know.
I'm scared.
Don't be. I have a gun.
Ooh, Cammy, wow. I also have a gun.
I know. It was not easy to acquire.
Let's go. Fuck. Oh my god, I actually am kind of nervous. Are they still gonna be on the island? Woo! Fucking scared. Okay. I think. Ah. The white flowers. Who the fuck is that? I guess that's the only thing we can do is talk to this person. Are you the killer, dude?
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle.
Cool.
He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth,
What?
then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to
Said I
meet
ran
yours.
away.
Unclouded by cataracts, his eyesight is sharp. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
Nice gun you got there.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But
Is this
it
the
gets the
fucking
job
killer?
done.
Is that a Belle McGrave?
It's a 3-Angong 446.
A Samaran rifle. How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
The Senyao commune?
You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk, white from the ball.
You've retained your eyesight.
My eyesight? Yes. Helps me see all the shit.
A shudder of disgust passes his left side. His right side remains motionless.
Did you close the blast door?
I did. And you opened it. How?
I fueled the generator, then used the console.
I should have burned that console down.
How did you know I was coming?
Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
It was not rock and roll, it was sad FM.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated that station. Phlegmatic, counter-revolutionary dirges. Sadness is a mental illness. A weapon of the bourgeoisie. The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate. Hip gyrating, mental illness music.
I'm with the police. You can keep the gun, but keep it down. Not one move.
No.
Ooh.
Put it down now, sir.
Whoa. Look at this cat right now.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
Whoa.
Like an amputated limb in the sand. He stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. A strange sadness, like a song.
What did you say?
The future teaches you to be alone.
The present.
The present?
The present to be afraid and cold.
What have you been using this gun for?
No reply. His leg twitches. You went in too fast. Over-eager.
Those words the future teaches you.
Real music. Real brilliant cult. That's La Revacholière, not your rock and roll misanthropy. Chanson de soldat of the black and whites.
You need to address that remark.
I'm not a misanthrope. I'm a half-dead police officer who's just doing his job.
The job of a shitlicker.
What is La Réveillolière?
It is the anthem of the world revolution. One of 3. In Grad, they sang brave children, favorites of history.
Is this
and
the killer?
In Sinyao, it was some Samaran shit, I guess.
How does it go, the song?
How did it go? Something about shooting rabbits. I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. It's gone now.
He waves erratically with his hand, annoyed that he can't remember. A little tremor passes through him. It was dear to him. He resents forgetting it. His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangle, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
It's, as he said, it's Triangle, made in Sinyao.
No one said it has to be Velmagrave. We were just guessing.
From ballistics, it could easily have been a triangle, too.
It doesn't matter if it was made in Shanti Shanti. All it has to do is use jacketed ammunition. And it does.
This uses jacketed ammunition 4.46.
The right type and the right calibre.
He's liking this. The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly.
Why is he so twitchy?
This looked very much like the murder weapon. It can be used against him to get a confession in time.
Who are you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
The Commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? You're a holdover from the...
From the Insulindian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock
I
in
just want to know if
07,
it was him, dude.
trained in the École de Contrôle Orient, and consigned to emergency defense duties in 08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
You've been on this island for 43 years.
No. I've been on other islands, too. I was in Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was on E48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
Again, you've been hiding here for 43 years?
43 years and 10 months.
I don't even know what that is.
It's inhuman. It's sick. It's not how a human being should live.
What? Why?
But I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't just forget what I saw.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
For what?
2 police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer inspects giant letters across the plaza mosaic in dark red government-marked heavy fuel oil. Patrol officer Judith Minot points west. The fishing village. She glances at her watch. We meet in 15 minutes. It's a 10-minute walk. The officers go, leaving behind the writing, still smelling of petroleum. One day, it says, I will return to your side.
Always waiting.
For what?
For her to return.
Her who?
Girl, child, revolution.
I've been there. The city's a tinderbox. It may still happen.
It won't. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try, whatever I do.
How have you concealed yourself all these years?
It was hard in the tens. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds. Floodlights on the water at night.
There were posters, campaigns.
We communards still hoped, and they needed to snuff that hope out. The East capitulated. Martinez and Cold City were turned to dust. But Jamrock, Forburg, even Coron, and Boogie Street, of course. Those fucking kips had Marsov coursing through their veins. And others too. Some cordons of Revachol was still fighting. There were cells. I tried to contact them. Soon they all went silent. The frequency's dead.
How did you get between here and the mainland?
At night, I used a dinghy. I only went after dark then. When I got to the city,
Hi,
I
Luke.
stayed underground.
Hey.
Patrols,
How's it going, buddy?
you lot, the commons too. They'd started snitching.
In the city, you move underground?
From bunker to bunker.
I knew it.
Not anymore.
The bunker.
No one cares now. I don't even have to hide. They think I'm another antisocial vagrant. I could walk straight into that town if I wanted. I just...
One more question. Do you smoke Tiamotieri cigarettes?
I do.
Ever smoked them on the mainland?
They're good. Plenty of tar. I like that boy on the pack, too. Reminds me of the last century.
The weapons cache under St. Elaine 22B in the basement. Have you been there?
So you finally found it. There must have been a small squadron's worth of arms
I'm
in
pretty
there.
good.
Elmer Graves.
Excited to
right?
make some progress on this game. They were damaged beyond use.
I know.
So you've been there?
Sleeping. Some nights. Ammo scrounging on others. Those McGraves were shit, even before they corroded. Some had bullets in the chamber, however.
You feel the dots connecting. Little dots on the map he's walked across.
There's a small bunker under the Feld building. Have you stayed there?
The propaganda bunker. I used to, but not anymore.
Seems longer than Persona. Not at all. I'm probably 40
Propaganda
hours
bunker?
deep. He has a nice voice, yeah.
They stored leaflets there. Broadcasting equipment, too. Made broadcasts, I think. Propaganda officers. I buried them with their leaflets. They killed themselves. 2 young boys.
Killed themselves.
A lot of our boys did. I spent some winters there. Never liked it. Kept thinking of them. No need to go underground anymore. It's better in the ruins, on the ground.
Why don't you just walk there?
I don't want to. They're all traitors. Pigs, rabbits, and dogs. Men without ideals are only animals.
He does not want to see life moving on. People forgetting, drinking, laughing.
Nice voice, and it matches his face perfectly. Yeah, I agree. Tell me another thing.
The old man looks across the water, at the city, the ruins, the motorways rising above it.
You said you deserted your unit?
I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too.
Lapse of faith.
You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took.
For what?
For reaction to take hold.
It wasn't reaction, you were just afraid.
It's the same thing. You haven't seen it. Not really. Not naked. It's impossible not to be afraid.
And this was when?
May the 13th, 08. 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds. Storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic.
Dark magic?
The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower, huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
A terrible shame, still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it. The shame and smallness of what he became.
You didn't go to the map room.
Nah. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers there, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened at the ordnance all night, and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring.
Airships. Multi-rotored airships used in the landing.
Airships?
Aerostatics. The landing had started. I climbed out into hell. There were ships all above, hissing, whirling, and men pouring out. The chain was submerged, so I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too, shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
Seen what?
The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes. Then you know.
What?
That the bourgeois are not human. I had to fight it. I had to never stop.
What is this place, this island?
It's not an island, Dwight. It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender.
What was it used for?
The congenitally deformed King Philip II built it to restrict access to the Bay of Revachol. We captured it in '02, retrofitted the fort with an AA gun to defend against an airborne landing. Against the whole world.
You mean the landing? Retaking of Revachol?
Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. I later found out on the radio they called it Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone.
Someone who's come to end this madness.
Iblis,
Iblis.
the black-eyed angel.
Shaitan Ahura, the darkened one.
How have you survived all this time?
How does anyone survive? I steal.
Now hold on there.
do you steal?
Supplies, vegetables. I collect rainwater. It's the life of a dog, not a human
How
being.
did he not die, dude?
How is your health, Mr. Dross?
I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red, like beetroot. Been passing it in stool, too.
He does seem frail. Gaunt for his age. More like 75 than 65. Trouble putting on weight could mean cancer.
The RCM can provide medical services. You need to be looked over.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they give you. Toy guns.
We have Dramamine and other opioid-based painkillers. You must be in pain.
I have been running out of that stuff.
This is a serious situation. You need to be looked over, and we can do it.
There's nothing to look over. The triage is in, and it's black. Administer morphine. Moribund.
How have you coped mentally?
I haven't. I have holes in my brain. Years missing. Others filled with pain only. A decade of... I don't even know what. Inferno?
I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult, mentally, to live in isolation.
Traitors. It's better alone. I watch the people of this city turn the lights back on, more and more each year. Ruins, glimmering in the dark, like a fucking merry-go-round. It's disgusting.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
You said this is your termless surrender.
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
We're with the RCM. Let's leave it at that.
Let's. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste dans le Monde. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You
Jesus
bulldoze them
Christ.
all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
A spray of blood from his mouth on the black charcoal in the fire pit.
So you're a communist soldier from the communist army?
No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army.
Understood.
Like you belong to the Moralist Party.
I have another serious question for you.
There's nothing serious in this world.
Composure.
It's a farce.
For a 60-year-old, he's prone to erratic hand gestures and clearly malnourished. But that's it. You can see no more by looking at his slouch
I want
frame.
to do this.
The moment passes, and you say,
That's it for now, old man. Stay put.
I ain't going.
Alright, we can do our composure up. Damn, we have hella skill points.
Minions of capital. What do you want?
what strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach pain, or the cough, or the malnutrition. It's precisely what you could not see before. For a man who spent 44 years hidden in the urban wild. Indeed, he speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid, if erratic. His voice, despite the cough, is there. It is capable of expressing complicated ideas. Above all, he seems animated. It's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost too.
Is he like fucked
Erratic
up?
hand
Some
gestures,
drugs?
thought processes cut off like threads as he just stares at the logs or the reeds. He also suffers mood swings, bubbling to the surface, unconstrained by his nervous system. Great leaps of emotion, from anger to grief, despair. You've seen demented people before. This feels similar, yet different. When his thoughts move, they are lucid, keen even, not senile. Perhaps, but his seems more than that. The inner turmoil takes
What is wrong with
unexpected
this guy? I'm
turns,
so confused.
as if forced on him in a way. In summary, you sense some underlying neurological disorder.
Mr. Dross, are you okay? How's your memory?
No, I'm not okay. I shit blood, and I'm surrounded by insane people.
There it is again. Erratic hand motions, bouts of rage, and the stomach thing too, of course.
One more time. What have you used this gun for?
What have I used it for? I've used it for killing people.
Here we go. A trail of blood. The lieutenant smells it too.
Hemorrhoids?
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after the war?
He shits blood. I think he has cancer.
There is no after.
I think he has
the
like
war.
stomach cancer.
Class war is never over.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay. Okay. Go in
Colon
straight.
cancer, maybe?
No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. No. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it.
He's been
him repeat it
isolated
first.
from humanity for the past like 40-something years.
Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal. Nothing comes to you.
Shit.
Silence. His black eyes look at you.
I'm just gonna be straight with him. Did you use that gun to shoot and kill a colonel of this security contractor, Cornell?
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it. You're in.
His name was Elise Courtinier. He was part of the security detail here in Martinez.
Oh, yes. That one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder.
Yes or no?
And an officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
A drop of blood in the saliva. Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession. The gun. The murder weapon is the perfect opener. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
The gasoline, dude.
Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
What? We've done the ballistics. The shot came from this island.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle in your possession. You've been here a long time, Mr. Dross. Too long. You clearly need medical aid.
I'm ready to die. I've done my part.
He's practically admitting to it. Just one thing. The rifle does not have a scope.
One thing, where's the scope? How did you make the shot without a scope? Oh, Lamars, yeah. I had to get to this point to realize the voices in your head aren't always right. Oh, really? It's the best uninterrupted line of sight into that window in all of Martinez.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
I don't need your cooperation. I've got this.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there?
It's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer
Oh, they start disagreeing
pistols.
with each other? Oh, yeah.
I've seen you prance around with those. Jumping hoops for the liberals. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
No.
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have a good view of the tribunal from here. It's not just empty boasting.
Stop changing the subject. We have the murder weapon.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
I'm calling it. We have the murder weapon.
Good. This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the killer.
Murder.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells.
Right.
The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here.
Yes.
They're revolutionary symbols from the war. Nowhere else, nowhere in all of Martinez have you seen them this spring. Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Clausia's bedroom.
Ah.
Now they're gonna come up. You got it. Remember? The boot prints were like no modern soul.
I wonder what brand of boots you're wearing.
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are? Sansa. Some shit.
Show me the soles, please, Mr. Torres.
Fucking imbecile.
The maker is called Sansarique, and the size is 42 to 44. These are not the unusual horizontal patterned soles you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size.
The size fits, but not the sole.
I'm just gonna be extra careful with this. Where's drama?
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
People change shoes. It doesn't mean you weren't there near the room the victim died in, sneaking around.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters? They must have really loved that dead fuck.
The lieutenant gives you a quick sideways glance and nods to acknowledge. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering, looking for something. The old man stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind. Seagulls in the distance. You've almost got him. Just the last little push.
There were Maybells behind the victim's window.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
He seems tender suddenly. Nostalgic even. A strange mood swing.
So many this year, too? The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth away.
I haven't seen these flowers anywhere else in Martinez, only here.
They blossom on the islets before. We fertilized them with our blood. Resurrection was snow white in May, before they ruined it. The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken, useless trash for fat-fingered bourgeois children to play with.
You must get around a lot to stay undetected all these years. Do you know any secret paths? Pinball workshops?
I may.
A young woman called Classier. Ring any bells? These dried flowers were behind her window.
Classier.
You know her, right? She had intimate relations with the victim, the mercenary.
With the victim?
There is a small tremble. Looks like a smile. A crooked smile. Yet isn't quite voluntary. He's about to burst.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood.
He was a rapist. I'm not saying he didn't deserve it.
Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years.
Here we go.
You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
So you killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is rolling, while the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them, in phase, and I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face.
Jesus.
And his dick still in her.
Then what?
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own. And so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Yes.
And you were looking at Dan, the victim and a young woman, having sex through the scope of your rifle that night, before you shot him?
The old man nods.
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
The motive. This is where the motive is going to come from.
Interesting.
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
Why were you looking at them that night?
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
Helps him see all the shit.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
If it's all part of the shit you see.
Then you pull the trigger?
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
He will not stop now. These dialectical materialist types never do. Exploit it. You got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift.
What specifically did you not like about what you saw the night of the murder?
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that.
So you were jealous?
Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore. And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second, writhing. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But you can't have everything.
How long had you been watching her?
Since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Fell building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have her skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving.
Past the Fell building on a ghost? What was she doing there?
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it.
Oh, he took
I was
her
up in the
passport
ruins
shit.
there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous, but not scared.
What do you think she hid there?
Her passport and tickets to Villiers. And from there to Cachet Bru.
This is the hidden buoy she told us about. You looked into it?
After she was gone,
Did you keep what was in it? When we found the submersible, it was empty.
no. Why would I do that? I didn't need tickets to Villiers. I'd put them back. If I wanted to extort someone, I'd do better.
A little inconsistency. He was surprised to hear her name Claudia before. Would he not have seen it on the documents?
You saw her name on the passport, but before when I said her name as Claudia, you didn't seem to recognize it.
You didn't say Claudia in there.
What did it say her name was in the passport?
It was something. I don't remember. It was dark that morning. I only remember her face on the photo.
Are you sure? We checked the submersible. There was nothing there.
Why would I need that trash? I'm not going to the yeah.
A strange confusion comes over him from time to time. Some kind of aberration of the nervous system.
Moving on, did you continue watching her after this?
I did. She had a face like an archipelago with those birthmarks. And a body hard and lean and bruised all over. Black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revachol's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms dealers end up here to do drugs and have sex like animals.
You could tell she was a spook from the documents?
She had different color hair on the photo and glasses. Forged. Some sordid bourgeois affair. I've heard about this kind of thing on the radio.
He's setting it up for you. The bruises. You can't make that out in a scope.
And you could see her bruises through the scope of a rifle?
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
It quickly comes to you.
The bruises on her body, any chance you've seen them through a hole in the wall?
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Masturbating.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip point knife.
Wow.
Good for listening in, too. For hearing the moaning and the snorts.
Ever see her through a window on a roof?
Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass.
You've been through the secret route behind the whirling in rags. Those were your footprints there. You just changed your shoes.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny.
And that too.
Yes, that too. The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good. Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but...
You hear the familiar scribble of the lieutenant's pen. A quick glance at you. One more loose end down. We're doing this, detective.
How did you get in there? The hidden pinball workshop.
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty.
You had to open the steel door in the kitchen? How?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago. He left spare keys all over, and I took one. Then I saw her turn the light on one night in my scope.
Andy found use for it. A spare key, like the one hanging behind the Union Box window.
Do you have feelings for that woman?
There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not enough.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like stones dripping with water. Is he crying?
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. It's weakness, I know.
Was that why you left the dried flowers behind her window?
No,
Why then?
I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of our room on the floor, like she does sometimes.
When was this?
The day after I killed him.
And you brought her Maybells?
Yes. I don't know why I do the things I do anymore.
You wanted to console her.
Maybe. I told you, I have holes in my brain now. I wouldn't just sit here waiting for you.
A sudden pang of rage.
If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed you.
In the silence, the lieutenant draws a line in his notes, then nods at you once more. One more down.
So in conclusion, it wasn't about him, it was about her.
Her.
The lieutenant nods at you in acknowledgement. That's it. Motive. We have it.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days.
I'm not at liberty to say. Pussy.
I know she's
Fuck
gone.
you.
Locked up. Or on the run. She kept staring into the scope, you know. In the end, this last week, at the fort. Like she knew. Like she knew I was here. It doesn't matter.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years? Enough. Take him in. Bend his arms behind his back and end this.
Been looking at anything else you haven't liked?
A tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back. The familiar put of hatred.
More specifically?
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez is the worst.
How come?
Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. Listening to race-themed radio shows. In the ruins, in their lorries. Pumped full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned by that Social Democratic Union and the farce of a Social Democrat who runs it.
Mr. Clare?
Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town square, to spit on the working class. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to resist. These people still live in those lives.
I'll like pop by your streams sometimes and just silently lurk and watch. I hope you're doing well.
Intense, like animals. Like those boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs.
Get through. Aw. Well, I hope everything's okay. I feel that though. It's been very busy. Sorry for the boring. Oh my god, they're not boring. They're not boring at all. You've got that radio voice. And you're such a kind soul. It's nice to always listen in.
The worst of them is the blood-drenched
You are not boring. What? You're not boring at all.
The old whore's gone now.
Just
Her
chilling.
gun-toting,
Yeah.
porcelain men are dead.
That's what I'm
So,
all about.
Actually,
just hanging out. Too kind, too kind. That's you! Get out of here! That's totally you!
the worst is that old cock parading
I think
around
we're about
in
to
his
wrap
uniform,
this game up.
throwing balls
I'm pretty
all
excited.
Day. It's not enough that the racists
To
and
kinda see where it
liberals
goes
are
from
dancing
here.
on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls
Killing me
still
softly.
parade the
No!
ruins too.
Well, yeah, hopefully this month gets better. I'm sorry to hear it's been like super crazy and you're trying to get through it. You a real one. That's you! I'll chat next time I stop by. Normally I'm just there, just kind of hanging out while I'm working or whatever. Or just like cleaning the house.
Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Quayamoran, or some other
Oh my god,
island
it's
they
so
built their
good.
palaces on, feeding
I
on
love
drugs
it.
and
This game
having
is
sex
excellent.
with their own
I seriously
children.
cannot recommend it enough.
That's all the rich really want. sex with their own children.
Oh God.
Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerains, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. At least that old cunt, Frisell, is now dead. We did good when we pushed him under that horse car. If only
Disco's
in
the
the
best. What are you
30s,
talking about?
those disco whores.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language center, leaving only a nonsensical
Yeah, no, this game is great. I would definitely suggest playing it. Probably not the best game to stream because of how like narrative heavy it is, but it's still phenomenal.
There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people might be worth investigating.
There was something about the statue on the roundabout in syphilis.
Syphilis is a disease Philip III contracted in a whorehouse.
Heavy narrative.
The statue is an abomination.
Abomination?
The bacteria entered his brain and made him squander trillions on sparkling wine, cocainum, and monuments of himself. His son, Philip IV, the insane, contracted syphilis in the womb.
I would imagine so. This game is probably the closest thing to D&D I've ever experienced in a video game. It's very, very reactive based off of your responses. That's honestly a big draw for me. Hella choices. So many choices.
And he still went on to govern Revachol
and it can just completely
25 years.
change the path of the game.
We lost 2 million
It's
lives
super good.
toppling that mode of government. And those grotesque statues, too. Hundreds of them.
But it's still there.
What a keen remark. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's still there. Do you know why?
Because cynical advertising yuppies erected a deconstructed version of it.
That's right. Some advertising cockroaches erected a cynical deconstruction of it. We tore it down with honest working-class plastic explosives. And there it is again. Art is a bourgeois establishment. It's an affront to humanity.
Oh my God.
Every gallery should be bulldozed, and the artists should all be given 30 years of hard labor.
This guy's
in
just super
Yekokata.
hateful. He hates everything.
Wait, the bullet hole in Philippe's heart. The statue had been shot. That was him. It had to be. He's already proven capable of taking a far more complicated shot from here.
It was you. You shot the statue. There was a bullet hole in his heart.
I did. A needless, sentimental gesture.
Pushes you to go
I
to
should have
something.
spared the bullet for a deformed monster of liberal capitalism. Shameful, really.
Does a really good job of making you feel like it isn't what the good ending. It isn't what.
Yes, shameful.
Oh,
So
pushing
many
you
others
toward
to
this
punish
ending.
over the years. Isn't that right, detective?
Footbot is indeed a massive footbot. Yes, loves feet. That's it for the statue then. Tell me, Mr. Dross.
The fat union man let them put it there.
Beep, beep.
Corrupt as he is. Probably got a
Yeah,
fat
super
check
solid
for it,
AI.
too, shared with the law.
Disco whores.
Whores.
Oh my God. Share this wonderful bot. You hear that, footbot? You gotta go over to Waffles now. You gotta go. Waffles is actually a fucking excellent streamer and has the most beautiful radio voice you've ever heard in your life. Also, it's just a fucking pleasure to be around. The most optimistic person ever. Just here until I can redeem the bones for Foots. I swear, seriously, you're great. You mentioned the Union is a social democratic, and Mr. Clare is a farce of a social democrat.
Another hideous disappointment. Unions
Don't-
are the real enemy.
Don't cry, no.
The true enemy of the proletariat. Placating the
I'm
masses.
fairly certain Waffles does have feet. I think you will find feet there, Footbot. Who is a disappointment, Everard Clare?
That deformed toad? I wouldn't expect him to wipe his own ass. I mean,
Oh,
the
shit.
brains of the operation.
Wait,
The smart one.
doesn't Everard run the Union?
That mobster toad couldn't run a shit
his
house.
twin.
He has no political education. Joe's twin, Edgar Clare.
Interesting.
He's been to one of those East Revachol universities. He talks a big game about uprising and alienation and so on.
Yeah, please do, Foot. You will absolutely not be disappointed. Waffles is the bomb. You've talked to Edgar?
First against the wall with him.
The Clares wouldn't miss a man hidden in their own backyard.
Is this the end,
Not all
Foot?
this time. Nothing happens in Martinez without them knowing.
Of course. Maybe the Clares asked him to.
Have you approached them?
I haven't approached anyone.
Pretty sure this might be
It
the
was
end.
Edgar who came to me.
How did he know you were here?
Yeah. So if you intend on playing the game... No, don't watch the news! If you intend on playing the game, and you don't want to be spoiled for the ending, I would suggest not watching. This is it? No karaoke? Fuck, dude. I had a feeling that if I came here, I would not be able to do karaoke. Oh, man. Well, you should play anyway. You should play anyway. I think this is pretty isolated, and then it won't ruin too terribly much, maybe. Oh, you should play. You should absolutely play.
He didn't just stumble in
so
like
good.
an oaf. He figured it
Yeah,
out.
it's totally merited.
Some kids
Everything
told
good
him
said
about a
it is
monster
super
on the
merited.
island. I told you, he has brains.
Have to watch the VODs. They're all up on YouTube. I think they're all up on Twitch too now at this point. I wanted to tell you, but also didn't want to spoil. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I wonder, like, I mean, these are still here. I guess I can't do that other stuff now.
Stepped right off the boat and walked down where you came. I even kept the door open for him. Thought he was a man of the left. Wouldn't rat me out. I was right about one of those things.
When was this?
20 years ago. Neither of them could walk now, could they? They were less fat then.
That's around the time the Clares came to power.
What did you talk about?
Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil in a uniform. Offered platitudes about the struggle. Flaunted his pink degree. Even quoted Mazda.
Only really spoils the end. Yeah, I think without the context leading up to this, you could probably play through the game and still be super stoked and surprised. It's so much to this game. It's
Never
fucking unreal.
trust a social democrat who quotes Marzov. Oh, and charity too. They love their charity. Offered me blankets and social housing. I still have the gas cooker he brought.
And he let you be here?
Let me be here. The ZOC is an unlawful successor of the Commune of Revachol. We took this fortification from the Loyalists. Even the Clares understand this.
Mr. Dross, did you kill the criminal mercenary for the Clares to incite a riot?
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwat. As to Edgar, I'm not doing anything for that swine again.
There's one thing that you may not want to see. Oh shit.
Again?
Wait, mention it
What
before.
have you done for Edgar before?
So Waffles can avert eyes.
Tried teaching him some Marzovian socioeconomics.
Logic.
They didn't stick.
Ooh,
We
sorry.
parted ways.
Are we still talking? By the cock braiding in his colorful uniform, do you mean Renee? Ooh, but I want to do this, though.
The connection comes to you like a splash of cold water. Dark, cold water.
Fuck yes. 20 years ago, when you met Edgar, the Clares didn't run the Union yet, did they?
He acknowledges it. Here we go. A twist behind the dark bend.
Who did?
That bourgeois cow. Tiffin Holly was her
Tiffin.
name.
That's close to my name.
Licked the rich man's hand every time he came to town. Never seen a labor leader so hot
That is
on
phenomenal.
mutual
It's so good.
cooperation. And money. She
It's
liked
me.
that too. That Holly was a real
Oh,
bridge
wait.
builder and a
It's just
deal
close to my
maker.
name. That's the only reason I'm saying that, I promise.
Bordering on sentimentality, it drips out of him, tempered by something familiar to you. A familiar rage.
She was also a woman, wasn't she? Like that Classier.
She was. And she was real soft on those money men. Had a Barbara Muscova bag over her shoulder that she liked to bring to work.
And then she just disappeared.
Called in, they say. On the eve of battle. Ran away. Vanished like a piss stain.
No, that's not quite it, is it?
Did she? They say her daughter called in, not her personally. But that wasn't really her daughter, was it?
No, I guess it was not.
Edgar had someone make the call. Why is that, Mr. Dross?
She couldn't make the call herself.
Here it is, the bend in the river.
Why?
Because she was dead. The cow caught a bullet in her right lung. Fell into the canal grasping her tit and drowned. Or bled? Hard to say. It was a sloppy job. And a moving target. She was going home, waddling. Dressed in yellow.
Did he shoot her?
Drunk like she often was.
Oh, is your phone about to
The
die?
ruins are black around her, and she had a yellow leather bag under her arm. She tried to cross the canal, heading home to Grand Couronne or Betancourt, someplace like that, where they build those new bâtiments for the people who flourish in the hell around her, and the ruins.
You shot her.
Someone shot her, or maybe the cow just fell. My memory is full of holes. All I know is...
Another big spike of rage. Different from the one he has for her.
Nothing changed. Not in the material base. Not in the hegemony. There was no uprising. Just words. The Union fizzled. Sogged. Nothing came of it. Nothing.
Edgar didn't keep his part of the deal. If you were to testify to this, give the RCM something on Edgar, you could walk. We would strike everything you've done and process you as a POW. You were in a war. You were on assignment. We could even extradite you to the Samaran People's Republic.
A degenerate worker state. Go shit. No, thank you. I'm Revacholian. My days are short. I will rot away here, in a moral intern cell. I will not testify to anything.
But you did do it.
I saw it happen, and I liked it. That's all I have to say. I didn't live and fight for 40 years to end up as a collaborationist. I've heard it on Channel 8, 40 AM, Radio Revachol, late night. Everyone is a blobber in this world. Everyone betrays everyone. They're all already locked up for betrayal. The best ones, the ones with heart, were slaughtered, trampled.
The same old freezing hatred. There is plenty here to work with once he's in custody. And the lieutenant knows it. He gives you a little nod to proceed.
By the cock parading in his colorful uniform, do you mean Renee?
Every fucking morning for 34 years. Throwing that ball. One ball against the other. I've always loathed.
I guess we'll be happy to know Renee died.
That is not a working class game. I don't care what they say on Radio June. Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack across the water each day. And that uniform, like a parrot plumage. I won't even mention that he's a traitor to his race. A Patank maniac race traitor. I remember him. I remember him from La Noce. Not him, personally. His make and model. There were tens of thousands of them. I thought we took them all out before the Liberals came to their rescue. We missed one. That one.
There doesn't seem to be a single person under the pine today. Not even Gaston. Alone.
There's no one there.
Fat and plump. Like a pheasant. Just begging to be popped off. Please, Mr. Dross. Shoot me.
He whispers with such predatory hunger. It borders on longing.
Oh, sounds good. Get ready for bed. Have a good night if I don't see you around. Let's definitely back off now. Calm down.
Calm down? I'm not angry. I adore him. He reminds me of everything we fought for.
Thank you. Have a good night. Dude, thank you again for the gifted subs. I'll definitely chat next time I stop by. I'm glad we talked about this now.
Glad.
His lip curls into a
Glad. It's all gone.
Yusuf Lilianovich Dross, you're under arrest for the murder of Elise Courtenaire.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
Lurking means so. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you for the lurk.
This terror is the sum of all the uncontrollable movements and mood swings he's been exhibiting.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution.
Aw, thank you.
You will be given legal counsel
Have a good night.
and must face court in short
Oh my god.
Do you understand?
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs. 4 altogether. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night. I'll see you around.
Do you understand?
Aw,
But-
that was so nice. Thank you. You understand, sir?
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
Why?
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
Perception. Oh shit, baby. I'll just do 2.
You thought you heard something, but it's just the
Fuck!
reeds.
Maybe we could all fit in there.
We could all fit in the little boat.
Actually, no.
Does it have room for 3?
Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then either one of us can take him
shit, I
inland
can't
while
believe
the
I
other
fucked up
stays
that
here.
check.
But
then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
Who watches him there while I come back for you?
you come back for me? How about I go and send a boat back for you?
What is this farce?
I know, dude.
This is a fucking farce.
Something bad is gonna happen. I can tell that was an important one.
Lillian, you could ask her maybe.
Maybe I can just ask that net picker to watch him.
This is no harmless old man.
This fucking world. This world. What is this?
No, listen. Listen now.
You could come back for me once you've taken him to the precinct.
No, it would take a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner.
Something bad
I'll
is
be
gonna
here.
happen
I can
to
escort
me.
him to the pier with you.
You go and be safe. No need to be polite, I'll do it.
This world. What are you talking about? Is this us?
The wind is cold from
Dude,
the
something
east.
bad is gonna fucking happen.
Your skin is crawling suddenly.
Oh my god. What?
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb.
Was
to
the
then
listening thing
just
the
stand
call
there,
to Mama
moving
Dakwa?
its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence. It's still there, an unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin, hovering in place.
What is that?
What are you talking about?
The giant stick insect.
There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster to grab the gun.
There is, I see it.
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in the reeds.
Kim, can you see it?
I can see it.
4 simple words, thank God. If you can see it, then you're not insane. But that means it's really there, spinning slowly. absolute silence, its limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
Kim,
The creature
back
stands
up!
on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you.
I'm literally about to pee my fucking pants.
Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks.
This is the Insulindian Phasmid. Oh shit.
It is.
Is he gonna take a picture?
You glance
Don't do it,
over
not yet, not
your
yet.
shoulder.
No, not yet, not yet,
The
not yet.
lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open, extremely carefully. It's the camera.
No. The flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
Kim, the flash is loud. It won't like that.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear.
I am not palatable. Do not eat me. I am afraid.
It's afraid. Stop now.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
Come on, Kim.
You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
Who cares what they think, Kim?
Understood. Of course.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air, slowly. Slowly, with your breath held, you take
I'm
2
actually
small
holding my
steps
breath.
toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Proceeds to walk up to the animal. It likes me.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you.
This is my
Below its
favorite
crown
part
of
of the
reeds,
game.
little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence.
No. Stop. Be afraid.
No.
As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you, praying to you.
That's right. No, I'm not gonna whisper. Maybe the dancing. That's right, pray.
Unwittingly, the insect continues its stridulations. As it moves, tuft-like structures still
talk normal
pretending
and
to be
scare it,
plants
so I have to
rustle
whisper.
along on its joints.
Perhaps it is preparing to eat its god.
Oh shit. Okay, Kim, take the picture.
Okay.
It is gonna like fucking stab me in the guts.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized by the flash. It stands frozen before you.
I got it.
Oh, I'm gonna pet it. Wait. Slowly reach out and touch its whiskers.
The antennae hang from a great height, With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the chitin curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold,
gonna fucking
ticklish.
gore me.
It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet. Looks like someone's got hurt in a fight. This antennae is much smaller than the other one.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen. It tastes like sugar, very faint.
Good.
The arthropod towers above you, tufts of reeds pointing from limb and head alike. Odorless, mostly comprised of water.
I'm so glad the game still does this if you fail that check. I was so bummed when he failed. If I had not experienced this, this game would have been... I would have been very sad to know I missed out on this.
The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a
I'm
reed.
just gonna keep pushing this until it
You feel a
fucking
soft push that
stabs into
tip
my
the creature
guts.
over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing. A small shudder passes the creature's arm. High above you, its black pearl eyes still glisten, mesmerized by the light passing
It's so pretty
nervous
looking.
system. There is some kind of countdown happening
Oh shit.
as it slowly processes the overwhelming brightness of the signal. The invertebrate is regaining control. The stimulus overloaded it. It's passing like an extended moment or a gallstone. Here, within the smooth white inner part of its limb, you sense something very intimate. Thoughts.
Lieutenant, it's thinking with its limbs.
The nervous system could be spread out like that, over the extremities, like a cuttlefish.
I was gonna tell you to save scum it. Oh shit, okay. We got it.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying,
That is
praying motion.
crazy.
Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth,
Oh, it's so
along
cool.
with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
I'm so close to it.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish. The faintest smell, like you've never felt before, like burnt roses.
Him, it's foaming.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
Kimmy!
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating.
Always home.
The little bubbles begin to
It's
burst,
huge!
one by one,
I thought it was gonna be small.
letting out that same smell, like summer burning.
I exist.
I'm talking to it. I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
It's Wonderbar.
Yes, holy is the Lord of hosts, and all the earth is filled with his glory. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images.
Those tiny traps,
The
I know.
kind of darkness
That's what I was thinking about too.
being intruded upon. Transient, dim, moist.
Intruded upon by what?
Shapes of plants and animals. And internal sensations. A swarm of sounds. Tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding.
This is the same voice actor as the Dice Woman, I think. Can somebody fact check that for me, please?
I am at the end of a narrow funnel. Weightless. So light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul. And if I did, it would never ache.
It sounds like her, yeah. I'm glad to be me, an incredibly sensitive instrument.
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you, with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire and writhing glass. Eternal damnation. Even when you're sleeping, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you.
It was very disorienting at first, but I'm keeping my shit together.
That must be incredibly hard. The Arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you. Know that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you.
Thank you, insects.
And when you fall, we will come to raise you up. Bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral, in honor of your passing. But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
Detective.
She's so
arriving on the scene.
Where does this come from, all this around us, the world?
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily.
Then all we can do is beat our fists against it, day after day, with no answer?
You can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or read.
What exactly are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulindia Isoma. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight.
This guy just like fucking leaves. We are both very engaged with this.
Myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys.
It may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its camouflage.
No, no one believed I exist.
Oh, this is
almost no one. Until you came, detective, dripping of blood that smells like strawberries, across the calm sea, the first in 1,000 years.
I went unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain, also by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Simonese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me.
I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Rebelshaw, district of Martinez, March 51.
I am a detective.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
I was born to detect you.
Yes. No one detected me for such a long, long time. For thousands of years. I dithered, out of sight. Trapped myself in greenery.
This is my masterpiece.
No one believed I exist. Almost no one.
Your phone
until
died?
You came, detective.
Yeah.
Dripping of blood.
You even plugged it in? Holy shit.
Across the calm sea. The first in 1,000.
Oh, this is the line that was right up there. Is this a dream? What is happening?
No. You are awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
Are you poisonous?
Yes. I do not have a starter display, so I use a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage. Do not worry. It is only destructive over long periods of time.
Oh, it's so nice.
The deserter. He's been here for a long time.
That's why his brain is all fucked up. Are you the miracle?
No. You are the miracle.
How?
The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while you are extreme, all-engulfing madness. A volatile simian nervous system, ominously new to the planet. The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
Wait, what is the pale?
It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
I don't have that kind of power.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time,
it is not
you
the
will
same
wipe us
voice
all out
actor.
and replace us with nothing. Just by accident.
That's surprising. How?
We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
She knows so much.
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no trees that eat thoughts.
Where's how?
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose
Hard
mirror.
to find, but both their names
What
start
if
with
you
Y.
blink?
Interesting.
Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if he misplaces us all one day, or just forget?
Have I always thought this way?
No, you're only thinking it now. This is a revelation.
I will be extra careful not to blink, stick insect. Don't worry.
Please be. Or one day, one of you will close your eyes and sigh, and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure?
It doesn't look like that, no.
What does it look like?
You're just staring at it.
Then I think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind.
Okay. Is it somehow related to the case?
The case? The case is meaningless compared to this. I have totally transcended the case.
I think you should back away from the unstudied species now.
I have to say goodbye now. I have no more thoughts. That was all.
No, there is one more.
Of all of the creatures I've met, you are the kindest.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. For all mankind.
What woman?
You cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells of fires. So awfully far you were prepared to go in her presence. And
I don't know what it's saying. I will.
she was hell on earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
What woman? What woman? Oh, my ex? Really? Oh. Like, kill her? What is it saying? Turn and go forward. Oh, like, move beyond her. Like, forget about her type thing.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without
Killer.
breaking.
I didn't know what the fuck he
surface.
was talking about. Oh, I mean, it was just like... For all mankind? I don't know, it just sounded very foreboding. That was crazy. Kimmy, we have a picture. I'm gonna call it the Kimmy.
Just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles.
That was
and
incredible.
water.
Listen, the bug told me to do it. I have a picture to fucking prove it. Nobody could be mad at me if I killed my ex-wife and then they saw that picture. Nobody. Such a good payoff for what seemed like a side quest for so long. Oh, definitely.
And
That's
something
excellent.
In the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds.
Collection of
A
items.
collection of items.
Is it Clausia's stuff?
It's gone.
What are these items? What's that in the reeds?
Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a
Baby!
look.
It can walk on water?
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only...
Oh my god.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
What now?
What now?
Did you see? That's why his brain is so fucked up. The phasmid has fucked him up.
In some kind of strange,
it's all the phasmid.
Semi-catatonic
This
state.
whole game is because of the phasmid.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Wait, I want to see the thing in the water. Oh, there's the scope. Chelsea's passport! That's crazy!
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman called Katarzyna Alazie.
Classia's hidden documents from the empty buoy.
What was this doing in the phasmid's nest?
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or...
The phasmid took it, and I sensed it do so. I saw something open the buoy with spindly legs.
Like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual.
By now, the lieutenant has accepted your unusual
By now.
methods.
He's always been extremely accepting.
I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island. And the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it. But to seek this out would be very unusual behavior.
Dude, this guy's about to fucking die, but I don't even fucking care. I'm freaking out about this
Would
phasmid.
it? Maybe it was simply curious.
Perhaps it was curious, like an octopus.
An octopus belongs to a very different class. It's not even an insect, it's a mollusk. But yes, I see your point.
It's Clausia, with short black hair and glasses.
That
She
was,
looks boyish.
That was crazy.
Younger somehow.
That was crazy!
An old photo. Before life came and did what it does.
Can you imagine if it zoomed back out after the phasmid and he was fucking booking it? Running across the... Oh, this guy? Dude, that's what I'm saying. It'd be so funny. I would not have been surprised. He had ample opportunity to run. It says Katarzyna Alazie.
She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Katarzyna Alazie was supposed to be her real name. Where Clausia comes from. Remember? God damn it. I told you she kept lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now. In another city.
Katarzyna Alazie is supposed to be a real name. She lied to us.
Yes, somehow she managed to lie to us. One more time. In a way, she's still lying to us right now.
What's her real name then?
I don't know. But it's not Katarzyna Alazie, or Clausia, or Anouk Meyer-Smith. We didn't even scratch the surface with her, detective.
Damn.
Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her. Who knows what hell she'd be raising in my district by now.
Yay, I did make a mistake by not arresting her. I want to put on that cool helmet. This is the helmet? This is the guy's helmet. This is the guy's fucking helmet. If I had the boots, I would have the whole set. I would have been able to complete that quest. Wow. Alright, guy, are you about to die or something? What's up? Do you like my helmet?
What is it? What do you want from me?
I just needed the boots.
I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid?
See.
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond.
How is he dying
He
right now?
keeps staring.
Right now.
Black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking with fear and longing. The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that,
He was so
no reaction.
full of
He
gusto
feels
earlier.
small and frail.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dross?
The trembling mouth appears to
That's
sigh.
kind of sad.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical
really?
first, I'm afraid.
What has happened to this man?
Old age and shock.
I think it's the phasmid.
Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
There's much more. Remember what it said when it spoke. Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
He couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reads for him.
That could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here.
Oh, the voice
Mr.
acting
Dross,
is excellent. It's so good.
No response.
Maybe this is how the Phasmid has stayed hidden all these years.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it.
Yes, you forget it's there.
Mr. Dross, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds? The doctors will have to look at this.
Wow.
I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is a little advanced for a nurse.
It's definitely toxic, the Phasmid. It told me it is.
Told you? Yes, good. During your long staring match.
Bro, we
I
fucking
understand.
connected, Kim. Before, when I evaluated his state, he seemed strangely animated.
He was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene or medication, I would expect worse.
I've never played. I feel like this scary Flash game. Supposed to find clues and find out who the killer is. I would definitely not. I would not call the game scary at all. The killer's voice reminds you of John Hurt. Oh, really? Yeah, I wouldn't call it scary, but it is an excellent point and click, narrative heavy game. It's wonderful. Perhaps this animation is induced by something in the Phasmid.
It does not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe it is psychoactive. I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall.
He's been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it in its company. What?
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting
super good
him.
interactive
Like
storytelling.
he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo.
Oh, it's so good.
No one would believe you without it.
We found some things in the Phasmid's nest, Mr. Dross.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps
I lost.
You lost it, Mr. Dross?
he turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so
That's
many
why he
times.
kept glancing at the
Beige
reeds.
and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there, with the help of a magpie Phasmid. This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being. No reaction. His breathing is slow, and he
Aw, that's
appears
so
very
sad,
old all of a sudden,
actually.
around 80. This is an old man, at last. No longer a tin soldier, but the broken down remains of a man.
That's why I kept looking the whole time you were talking to him. I was trying to see if I could see it. Oh, really? Yeah, I noticed he kept glancing at the
Did you take this
reeds.
passport and other papers from a boy on the coast?
The spirit.
He hears us. The spirit?
No, he's talking about the
No
Phasmid.
reply.
Uber.
He's gone again.
Try something else? We got him back for a moment.
Nothing. Just dull staring. Not even rage left.
I love how it
wherever
says
he
on
is.
your head. It knows that I put on the helmet.
The last embers have gone out. The war is over.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, Diab would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross could have picked it up. Or the Phasmid even. If it did, this is incredible.
I'm going to let you rest now, Mr. Dross.
The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal.
Hang tight.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If
How?
we don't take too long.
How are we really just gonna leave the guy here? I mean, that seems incredibly irresponsible, but okay. Alright. Could you imagine Kuno being here for that? Oh, dude, I can't. There's no way that's real. There's no way that's a real thing. Kuno would be flipping his fucking shit. He'd be absolutely no help at all. There's no way! I refuse, dude. Okay, we're gonna have to hurry. I can show the video.
The greasy old.
The offer still stands. Take it. You don't look so good.
I wonder what happens. I'm gonna do it.
The greasy...
The offer still stands. Take it. You don't look so good.
Maybe a little should I? Just an hour.
You face the concrete wall.
We
There's
let him
less light
escape.
there,
Probably
in
throws
the dark
rocks at
corner.
it.
Like a
Dude,
dog,
I bet he
you lie there.
does.
The blanket feels... You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world...
What? Do I die here? Is this where I die? Do I die in my sleep? Have I made a grave mistake? Where's Kimmy? Where's Kimmy? Kimmy? Go outside to the beach. I will straight shit in my pants if Kim is not here any longer. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. What is this? What is this? What? What is happening? Oh my god, was sleeping a bad idea? How do I leave? I'm trapped. Oh, is that the same scene except with Kuno? What is happening? Was sleeping a bad idea? If something happened to Kim, I swear to God. Where? Where's... What chain? This? Oh my god, should I have not slept? You did not sleep, so you're on your own. Oh, this is a dream. This is a dream. This is a dream. Okay.
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry.
What's in the bag?
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush,
I found
travel
her!
documents, the crown of immortality.
Crown of immortality. Are you already wearing one?
Oh, this. This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality
not
is made of
sleep foot?
rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say.
Oh, you didn't
Then,
sleep?
over
Oh,
her
you made
shoulder.
a mistake.
Anyway,
Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova, to live there in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime.
Also, hey.
Hey.
Why would I sleep? Fuck. This is why. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally and romantically. I've come to a fulfilling and peaceful period in my life. Well, how are you doing, Harry?
I discovered a new species.
Wow, see? A new species. I told you. Good things can still happen.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, I think it is my wife's voice.
Exactly. Now.
This is everything I always warned you about.
Can you stay for a moment? We need to talk. We need to have one more massive epic showdown.
No, Harry. No.
Can I not give her
I don't want
the
a massive
fucking
epic
doll?
showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us, our love, our unborn daughters. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you.
Wait, no, I
And
talked
you
on the
have to be
phone.
alone. In hell,
But maybe
forever.
that was hallucinating.
That's...
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
I bought you this figurine of a headless fallen rider.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want it.
I think you really did talk to her. I thought you liked figurines. I thought the figurines were for getting you back.
That's not what figurines do, Harry.
But then figurines don't do anything.
She looks at the headless found rider between your fingers and doesn't know what to say.
I think you're reliving the day she left you. I think so too. What about dice? I had some custom dice made in this place. A doomed commercial area.
Harry, I don't want things. I want to go to the aerodrome.
Okay, I won't give you things then.
I didn't ask for things. It's too late to give me anything.
Yeah.
I would have liked the headless fallen rider back then.
I get the feeling you're not really Dolores Day.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day?
You're the morning.
The morning? I don't understand.
No, I meant mourning. I'm grieving, but you're not even dead.
Oh my God, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Mourning someone who's still alive. Any of that. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32.
32?
People my age are not supposed to mourn.
Yeah, I've heard you before. You're the voice on the phone.
Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that.
Do what?
Call me like that.
I think I may know what's going on, but it's part of the lore you missed. I missed lore? What? It wasn't me, it was my hand. My fingers called you.
They shouldn't have. They really shouldn't. I was in Morova.
Is this like a pale thing?
Safe. In the warmth of the night. Wrapped in my future love.
Jesus
there,
fuck.
I think of you less and less. Whole weeks go by without me remembering you.
Mean! Mean, Dolores!
Months already. Soon it will be years without the hurt. I sit there in Morova, in the holy gratitude of my bliss.
Can't wait to get to
I
my
put
second
my
run of
hand
this
on
game.
my belly and smile.
Do 1551 and be the most belligerent asshole. What's up, Deckard? Or Dickard, rather. Oh, this part, this is nuts.
It's cold around you. She looks down on her stomach, then up at you. Her eyes are full of tremendous distance and mystery. The death blow is coming.
Your name.
It's Dora.
Oh, thank God.
That's what the voice said on the phone.
I want to do max out physical. That would be crazy. I want to know what's in that one bunker. Dora is short for Dolores.
Dubois, yes. Dora Dubois.
Are you Dora Dubois?
Oh no. No. We're not doing that again.
I want to punch Measurehead. Oh yeah. You do a strength build in every game, no exceptions.
That was not the death blow yet. You saved yourself. For now. Keep stumbling around, and it will happen.
You're the X something.
Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne Aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch. I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
I'm glad we're having this conversation. I'm getting so much closure.
I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite.
Cool, your friends. Say hi to your friends for me then.
I will.
You're just an evil ape. We're all just evil apes.
You don't have to hate the world. Can't you see how kind and beautiful everything is? I don't have time to deal with your pessimism. There are so many people at the stop at this hour. They're all going to the aerodrome.
Beautiful world, beautiful aerodrome.
See?
The weight is you and your hate.
On second thought, you're Dolores Day, Queen Regnant of the Terrorist of Mundi and Insolent and nothing else.
Yes, Harry.
I won't spoil the Pale Stone
I
in case
am.
you play again.
Things have gotten
I
much
probably won't
better
play this
for
game
me.
again for a long time.
Now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh God, it's already so late. I have to go, Harry.
tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
I've taken responsibility for my actions now. I'm a new man, weighty and normal.
She doesn't know what to say.
I'm so fucking normal right now.
Yes, okay. I'm glad.
I mean, I'm a moralist. The other moralist almost took me on their airship. I'm not a broken, insane man who can't live without you. I know I made mistakes, and I've taken full responsibility for all of them. So you can live with me again if you want to. I'm better now.
It doesn't sound like you're better at all, Harry. It doesn't even sound like you're a moralist. It just sounds like you want to win me back or something. I don't want you to try that anymore, okay? It's too sad. I need to go.
Total annihilation. We got annihilated,
Do I have
Harry.
to do this?
It wasn't about responsibility at all. It was always only about you having no power
Take
at
on the
all.
airship.
Over her, yourself, anything. That's why they didn't take you on that airship.
Oh shit.
You're insane without her.
But you said I have a vast soul and you will always come back to it.
We both said a lot of things. We were very young.
They can tell you got it on the pod.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender, long fingers, in her wrists. Her hand wrote it, said those things.
It doesn't matter, honestly. If you don't want to be with me, that's fine. It doesn't matter anymore.
We will always have what was. I will always be influenced by it. But it is over. Now only total,
You go from being
unrelenting hell
optimist to
remains.
pessimist. You're the insane one. You're not even human.
I am actually very ordinary, Harry. Below this gown and wreath, I have an ordinary soul and ordinary thoughts. The only thing inhuman about me is this. This thing you've made me into. I'm sorry for saying so, but I just hate it. What is this? This is so far gone, Harry. I don't even...
Okay, I'm not gonna push it. I have other questions.
Other questions are the last thing I need right now. Hush. Can you hear? I think that's the 42.
It's not. It's not that yet. It's another. You have plenty of time to win her over with questions and kisses.
But that's not a very good way for things to be.
It's not. But...
But what? Tell me there's something good.
I don't know why I said but. There is no but.
That's it?
That's it, yes. We've talked about it a million times. You will get over it. Just like I did. People do.
Is it gonna force
Things
you? I
will
think
get
so.
good
That's
for you
kind of
again.
what I'm getting right now. The vibe. Maybe. I think I've reached the end of the investigation.
See? It just takes some time. For you, I think it'll take something like 20 years, maybe. It was hard for me, too. I used to think I couldn't live without you. But I can.
She keeps her shoulders squared and her back straight, but it's clear you're still making her sad. It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it.
So you felt that way once? That you cannot live without me?
Yes. But that time is gone now. So very gone.
Your innocence, Dolores Day. I'm sorry I made you sad.
It's okay.
It doesn't have to be like this. Maybe we could try again?
No, Harry. We can't.
Why?
We already tried again, and it didn't work.
Look!
Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice and then give up. By that logic, not you too.
What went wrong when we tried again? I can do it better.
I don't know. Please.
Why? Why can't we be together?
Harry, we can't be together because you're insane.
She avoids turning them to you.
I'm not insane. Don't say that.
They're turning moist now. Her eyes. She slowly shakes her head and tries to get hold of herself, brushing her hands in her gown.
What do you mean by insane?
You know what I mean.
Okay, I'll throw the necktie away. It stopped saying things anyway.
What do you mean, stopped saying things?
It doesn't say anything anymore. I think there was something I had to do with it, but I didn't, and now it's dead.
It's not about some tie, Harry. You've worked there for so long you can't even talk like a normal person anymore. It's always lists with you. Questions.
They're not lists, they're trees.
This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now.
Yes, but it's not possible to talk without trees.
It's not just the lists or
Hard-coded
trees.
failure? Maybe.
Or whatever.
I feel like you have a
get
chance
sad,
of
Harry. Too
passing
sad.
anything. Why don't you Google it?
People can't get that
I bet you
sad.
can pass it.
It's impossible to watch. Other people get sad too, but not like you. You stay down for years, and then you start beating things. You get violent. In conclusion, you're ill. You're an old, insane man. And you have to be in hell until the end of your life. And I have to go to Morova.
Is my suggestion really only one? Mass murderer.
That is very contested by modern historians. Very contested. Plus, you're only saying this because things didn't work out between us. I have to go to the aerodrome now. I don't have time to defend myself from these accusations.
You're right, I'm sorry. You're soft and good, not a mass murderer.
I'm not that either. Can't I just be?
Don't go.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
Weird. Okay, I understand.
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight.
Will we ever see each other again?
I won't see you, but you will see me.
How can that be?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago?
How will I see you again then?
Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago.
But this is intolerably bad.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death, or war, or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye, Dolores. I'm glad I was able to attempt to give you the doll. I had a bad dream, Kimmy. Can you give me a hug? Please? Kimmy?
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
My sleep was deep and invigorating.
Of course. I was just thinking maybe you've torn your stitches. Are you ready to move on? Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
Poor Harry. Damn. Maybe I can still sing karaoke. Kim, you're my best friend.
Yes?
I hope you know that, Kimmy. Let's get out of here. Wait, yeah, let's get out of here. Kim, kiss him to make him feel better? I know! Kim, give me a kiss. I'm sad. Please, Kimmy. I slept for like an hour. That guy's totally escaped.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's return to the mainland.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet.
More music?
But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
The other
2
offices.
men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
I gotta put on pants. I don't want them to judge me. Think I look good? Hello, friends. I just look like a normal guy. Pretty normal, right? Hello, fellow cop people. You care about pants? Go naked. No, I don't want them to judge me.
Look what the tide brought in. You look like a fucking clown, Harry. Not like a funny police officer, but like a real-life, full-time, pie-in-the-face, unicycle-riding circus employee.
This is the man with sunglasses from the whirling in rags. But where are his sunglasses?
No one else seemed to be bothered by my style.
Bothered by it? Harry, you're a goddamn cop. They're afraid of you.
Yes, I'm a goddamn cop.
Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on, it's hard to tell.
Vic, calm down.
Forget about all this. There's a giant...
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Wait, you're the man with sunglasses.
That's right. And you're some kind of a urban scarecrow thing?
Who are you people?
Hello, Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Oh shit, why is he here?
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Comar. And this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us. We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Oh, he's a naughty boy.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall
Son of a bitch. What is this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
What the fuck is going on?
No, Trent. It's too late.
What?
You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What are they? Why?
What does he
What do they
have
want?
to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets. Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal.
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we are cramping your style. You're detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die.
Wait, did I say that? Why would you leave a literal police god?
You were crying hysterically. You were drunk, breaking things, being emotionally abusive. You said we were going into the abyss. None of us wanted to see the abyss, so we fucked off. Like you told us to.
You mentioned a task force?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Yeah, totally, I get it. Major Crimes Unit.
He doesn't remember.
See? He really doesn't remember. It wasn't a sick joke. At least that's good.
Yeah, that's very good.
How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
Damn you, cafeteria manager! You betrayed me for the last time!
Speaking of which, the giant aerograffito in front of his building, in red, government-marked fuel. Did you do that?
It was this one junior delinquent.
I don't know. It had shit kid written all over it.
You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
I don't like being lied to.
I didn't lie to you. No one lies to you. You were so fucked up on booze you couldn't recognize your own partner.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. None of this is ringing any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage, Detective God. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic. As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
I am a highly experimental detective. This was a method I used to solve the case.
Son of fucking Lung here. Detective Farad, son of Lung on the case.
This is all pointless! I've completely transcended all of this. You have no idea what I just saw.
He has indeed had the possibility before. I have trouble believing him, of course, but he seems to want to convince himself of it. And I've seen him work. His methods are unorthodox.
With all due respect, Lieutenant, you're bewitched by the shit kid. It happens. What doesn't happen is a cop wiping his own memory to solve a case.
It happened. I did it.
In fact, it's not possible to wipe one's memory at all. Even with the amount of pot and Pilsner he downs every hour. He's simply lying, or insane, or both.
Detective Vicmer, I'm not saying he's the son of Lung, but lying? I mean, he has blacked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
Interesting.
Beautiful.
So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
I have to pee so bad, but like I don't want to stop.
Well, here's my theory.
Oh my god,
What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in?
I'll be right back.
What if this
You
is
guys can
not
still talk. I'll be
a
right back.
significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
I'm back. Here we go.
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes.
This guy talks so
the
fucking
people
much. Jesus Christ.
live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trant, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the Major Crimes Unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I am ready to lead again.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the potty? Or do we need to get him on the disability pension?
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
What now?
Now, nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to our motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
I thought the killer would be underwater. He wasn't.
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Underwater killer.
I mean, technically
So
they were in an
funny,
underground
Harry.
bunker, so...
Thank you for fucking me. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip.
Oh, shit.
You know that, right? You're gonna get fired. And I'm gonna pay till I die. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
I got my badge right here. Wait. Oh, shit.
He squints at it, suspiciously, trying to ascertain if it's not a blue candy wrapper or a piece of vine.
Okay. And your gun?
Gun. Yeah, you don't have that. Maybe you can philosophize your way out of it.
I upgraded my gun to a rifle.
Upgraded it? I don't care about your weapon mania, Harry. I only care about your official sidearm, which you lost.
I do. I have a new gun now. This is a Triangong 4.46. It was used to kill a man from nearly a kilometer away.
I don't care. Where is the gun the RCM gave you to kill people with? Where is that one?
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have my sidearm.
I knew it. I told you he didn't have it.
I tried to get it.
This isn't cause for celebration.
I ran out of time.
It's bad.
Some lady called the pig has it.
Oh, I would say it's very bad. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Please put the stolen rifle away before you kill someone.
So it doesn't even matter that I found my gun?
You were never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost is your gun's natural state, you drunk bum.
I'm not drunk. I haven't started drinking again.
So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it. Why
I'm not
do you
drunk
smell
right
like
now.
a corpse then?
I'm not.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
None of this matters. My odor situation, it's meaningless compared to what I've discovered.
What you've discovered? You let the suspect escape. A certain Clasier. Because you were
she's
too
not the
drunk
killer.
to assess a flight risk.
We've read the reports, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
Oh my god. Not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave us a vital clue that led us to the island.
Oh well. If she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect. The one who shot herself in the head.
God.
Or the fact that you very likely sold your gun for booze. That's peanuts. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 8 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood,
First I thought
Harry.
you could unlock
It
everything
was
sober to
fucking
get
mass
that.
murder.
I don't think so. I don't think I got that.
He did everything he could.
I feel like I only drank
We
like one
did
beer though.
everything we could. The
One
company
beer in a
hired and
week is
vetted
not bad.
mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did
Knives, you're
so
really
at
hurting me,
considerable
dude.
risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
The firefight is a trivial matter compared to the greatest discovery of the century.
Wait, it's better if I...
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
Can we do the rescue? I know he's such a sweetie.
You spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Knives, you're really fucking hurting me, dude.
Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been
Kimmy,
drinking
don't
on the
sell
job.
me out.
Then there's the superstardom. He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official.
Kimmy.
At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says disco about 20 times a day.
Yes, Kim, continue. These are all good things.
It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a true blue moralist, a man of the center, not prone
he's
to
like
political
summing me
outbursts,
up.
which is commendable, but also at odds with his behavior. Other still, he is also an ultra-liberal hustler who is always on the grind. How he reconciles these 2 points of view, I do not know, but he is vocal about both of them. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs, of course, amphetamine mostly. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact.
How are you gonna say he loves you? He literally just said, I'm one of the best detectives he's ever seen. That includes you, because you've already played, so.
He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven.
Are you here? Look, he's still talking about
And
it.
he solved it.
Near
perfectly.
perfectly.
In 1 week we have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator. Locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution.
That's right.
Who's probably committed other murders over
He
those
just
years.
called you mad? Where did he call me
Oh,
mad?
and he also discovered the
Madly
new species.
driven. Madly driven. Very driven.
A new species?
That's right, Trant. Heidel Slam.
A colossal
Whatever the fuck your
stick
name
insect.
is.
It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
That's right.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows,
That's a nice way of
flapping
saying
the
his name
glossy
is nice.
rectangle in
He
his
thinks
hand.
I'm awesome.
You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Boom shakalaka, motherfucker!
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
Yeah,
Detective?
baby! Yes, I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
The old man was not aware
As bad
of
as
the
I wanted to
phasmid's
say boom, boom,
presence.
boom, though.
Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
It is. Solved it. Yeah.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yeah, I have that effect on people.
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire out the drunk.
Indeed.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
The killer, Lilianovich Dros, we have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
I don't have time for this. Straight to the motive, please.
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
No! No, you talk too fucking much. I would say it was jealousy. He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years, 70-something?
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's way more than that.
It's more than that. A perfect folding mechanism, like the phasmid.
perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the window.
Not from me.
God damn it. It is bad. Even you can smell it. Chin up. Keep focusing on the positives here.
The previous head of the Debaucheers Union was assassinated by our killer.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Everard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
Just saying. Still exciting.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related. For
I don't think Kim ratted on me for drinking. Did you drink? There's also a dead man on the boardwalk. A missing person I found.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in the boardwalk. Drunk.
How did you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
I unlocked the silver thought? Oh, okay.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
What do I have? Is there a sober cop here? I don't see anything about sober shit. Do you see it? Nope. Aw.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
Thank you, Judith.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs. I know you did. It's all right. I mean, at this point,
I didn't see anything about drinking.
Anything is but the drink.
Also, the Phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
Shit, this was a mistake.
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female.
Thank you, Kim.
And
Thank God, dude.
the nesting behavior too, I think.
Wasteland of Reality? Oh, I think I did do that one then. Oh shit, I almost did it. Look, I was like in the midst of it. I just didn't get rid of a thing so we could finish, I guess. Or maybe I'd started a while back. I'm not sure. Yeah, that was close.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were
Close.
other things there, though.
Its nervous system may be stored in its limbs.
Like
Oh, long
cephalopods? Phasmids, I think, only have nerves in their heads and abdomens, though. There is a correlation between invertebrate size and
Kinda sucks.
intelligence.
It's like
Was it?
-1 to everything. Oh, really?
No, I wouldn't say it was.
To me, it seemed to have some character.
At that size, this creature would have a lot of surface area to put neurons into. It's basic geometry.
I think it reproduces by parthenogenesis.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
Observation.
Interesting. Then it is especially vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the entire species. We're probably talking conservation efforts here.
It had gathered items in its nest, a helmet, a scope, and a passport.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
I still think it was a female.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
I think it emits a chemical that makes it look even more like the reeds.
Yes. That would be a chiromone, a pheromone that's seemingly beneficial to the host. It usually stimulates the affected nervous system. Not a human's, of course, but perhaps a predator's.
The perpetrator seemed intoxicated somehow, like an addict. It's just a hunch, but...
There are species of bees that, under the influence of chiromones, take wasp larvae to their hives, and do the same with aphids, thinking they're... Do you think this is how it stayed hidden?
Nothing is off the table. But I want to stress this. The find does not have to be connected to the case. The case is 100% prosecutable, without
That's
any
true.
chiromones.
We have so much evidence.
Of course, Lieutenant, of course. We should treat the case and the Phasmid as completely separate from each other. People are not going to...
They're not going to go for this speculation in the constabulary.
It had mandibles that looked like hair, and it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's
not too much. Do that.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it...
Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
I'll quit. So what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species
Yeah.
and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude?
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Okay, am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
No.
Okay then.
Talks concluded.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
But before...
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron.
Oh.
It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
That does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
The collection of fallen sportswear I've amassed.
Your moves on the church floor, which honestly was just jump aerobics. Your use of the word graffito.
Also, this guy. Just everything about
this all makes sense.
And this guy, too.
When was this? When was I a gym teacher?
In your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
Tim's been looking at your bicep girth? Yeah. So that's not the only girth you've been looking at. You said in Coron, I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in Coron. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue. The warm floorboards.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
Him is so funny! Why did I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Okay, I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
You didn't find out why Kim doesn't like Kuno? Wait, when is this a thing? Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Was she called Dora Dubois?
Dubois? It was Dora Ingerlund, I think. You've said her name. But you weren't married. You were engaged.
So we weren't even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know.
Oh, when you talked
6
about
years
pinball.
ago? She was way before my time.
That pinball check?
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6 years?
No, it was 6. Like ancient.
Wait,
It's
what?
an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Ingerlund really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
No, I meant what did she do?
She was incredibly fuckable. A beautiful bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Wait, so why doesn't he like Kuno?
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Heartbreak Welkin. pain, Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go home.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind
He
of
used
thing.
to work in a juvenile detention center, got tired of kids. Oh, interesting.
My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
The Phasmid, I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
A cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock, on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this Phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Yay, I can tell her.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
And they had to go undercover as a pinball superstar with a bunch of kids.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid.
Funny.
It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these.
Is he gonna
Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
Kimball, is he gonna come work with me about what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
Are you coming with me?
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
Oh, Kimmy! Precinct 41, what kind of station is that?
Us? We're the bloody murder station.
Bad guy, no one
That's
likes
not
us.
true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed.
More reason
and
you should
everyone
come with me,
respects the
Kimmy.
41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station, and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the sea wing. It's not good.
Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
What happened? Why did we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast. Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
Torsen and McLean?
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
They are damn iconic though, Torsen and McLean.
An iconic duo, I take it?
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We're garbage.
And the Sea Wing is...
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
And Price's...
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former
don't
silk
care.
factory shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, police captain
Ptolemy Price
Sits
sits
behind
behind
a
a
heavy
heavy wooden desk.
Resident medic
Nick
pours
Gottlieb
coffee. It's silent in the
paused.
captain's
They
office.
speak of
I read
change,
it for him.
the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
So I work in the bloody murder station.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts.
Him
You're
is
lucky
such a
to have you.
babe.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
I'm ready.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the noonday sky, the great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Whitmer? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in the office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the RCM. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minot? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
The end. What's happening? Way to go, Superstar Cop. I'm like sad it's over, dude. Oh man, that game was so good. Oh man. What a good game. I didn't get to hear the karaoke song. I think Gray, actually the whole reason I even played this game is because Gray showed me the karaoke scene. The difference between failing and passing that. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up again. I don't remember it. Like now having like all of this context, I think it'll mean a lot more. Needs another game. Yeah, there needs to be another game in this world. I want something else with Kimmy, though. Fuck, it is so good. Oh, I love it. Is there any special stuff after the credits? do the same with new characters, it'd probably still be good, but not the same. Not the same at all. Fuck, that game was really good. And when that plays out, I'm gonna see if I can find somebody to raid. I can't remember if I watched it on the phone. I gotta see who this is. Interview. Jim Kutsuragi's voice actor. He's kind of cute. Oh, he's very cute. Oh man. Oh, I love Kimmy. Alright, let's see who all is playing right now. Damn it, I never got to see what was inside of that big thing. I found somebody that we can raid too. Oh, you don't think it's possible to open it? Somebody late streams. Alright, baby. Let's see if there's some post-credit shit going on. I went back after I beat the game and tried a bunch. Oh, really? Yeah. You gotta be able to get in there. Might be worth Googling. Oh, so here's the Phasman's voice. Very hard to exploit handicapped person. What? Right to work. I think it's just there to give you that thought. Oh, that you can open it? Or what thought? I wonder if you can get into the bunker. Damn, that game was so good. I'm gonna get like a big ass like thought cabinet blanket or something. The dice maker went by already. Uh-oh. Thought about not all doors are able to be opened. Oh shit, really? Fuck. What a tease. What is LQA? Large quality assurance? Oh good lord. Oh my gosh, it's going through all the different languages. Oh, my life is over. I made a terrible fucking mistake playing this. Someone had to go check all the comments about liberals. Oh, so that's liberal QA. Oh, good lord. I just want to see if there's something at the end. game was very political? Absolutely. It was super political. Alright, come on now. Can we please? We're just waiting. We're just hanging out and waiting. Having a good old time. Didn't watch all the way through. I don't have the patience for this. Me neither. I just want to see if there's something at the end, dude. What are we even going through right now? What is this? Oh, they have a Slack channel. Discord community. I guess this was made in Unity? I think we're there. We did it. We came in literally at the end of the credits. Not even end of the game, but like end of the credits. Oh shit, there's no post-credit shit. No! Why?